Okay, I gotta fill you on this Ian Garry stuff.
Let's hear it.
I know you're not totally in the loop with UFC MMA stuff. Ian Garry is like some would call him a wannabe Conor McGregor. He's from Ireland, so he talks like him, but he also says a lot of the same phrases as him, tries to trash talk and whatnot like that. It recently came out. His wife is a 40-year-old, and here's the overall story. His wife is a 40-year-old. She wrote a book on how to be a wag. A wag is a British term for a woman who gets with athletes, celebrity athletes type thing. So it's called a wag. I don't know. I tried to look it up, and that's what I got from it. I don't know where. It's just one of their terms, I guess. It's not an acronym that I know of. It's just you're a wag, and that's what it's known for. So she wrote a book on it, and she's 40. He's like 20-something, like 26 or something. Yeah, he's 26. Maybe 29 max, but 26. And she's 40. And she wrote a book on how to be a wag. And apparently her ex-husband lives with them. And then the other aspect of the rumor is that he took her last name. He has 3 names currently.
What is wrong with this guy?
I don't know entirely if it's true. But let's hear what the man himself, Sean Strickland, had to say. He chimed in.
You guys, I never talk about anybody's spouses, but this shit ain't right. It ain't fucking right. I gotta talk about it. Ian Garry, I remember when I met you, dude. It was in New York. You were this fine-ass girl. She had the little nipple coverings. We all fucking seen it, right? Everybody fucking seen it. But I remember thinking to myself, there ain't something right about that girl. There's something about that woman that ain't fucking right. The way she walked, the way she looked, the way she talked, I knew it. Now I'm finding out you're 26, she's fucking 40, the ex-fucking husband lives with you, you took the last name, motherfucker, she wrote a book on how to be a wag. I didn't know what a wag was until now, dude. This shit ain't right, dude. She's a succubus. You gotta run away, bro. Hot girls are a dime a dozen. We'll get you 1, we'll get you ring girls, we'll get you 2 at the same time, bro.
Ring girls.
You gotta pull the ripcord, man. It ain't fucking right, my friend. You gotta pull that fucking ripcord. I'm here for you, and making news here for you. Do the right things, Ian Garry. Fucking pull that fucking ripcord. Y'all will not believe what just happened. So I'm a homie, right? And I send Ian Garry a message. And I'm like, bro, hey, here's the thing, man. Dicks before chicks, dude. I know you're going through some shit right now. I know that fucking you got preyed upon. I know all this shit, bro. And I'm here for you. Just give me a call if you need me. And this motherfucker, he says, I'm going to sue you if you don't fucking delete that. You're going to sue me, motherfucker. He said that I was lying. I ain't lying. You are 26. She is 40. She wrote a fucking book on how to be old and be with a young athlete. I ain't fucking lying, bro. This is factual. And Ian Garry, I don't give a fuck about being sued. You think I give a fuck about that? You want me to respect you. You say that I'm going to go fucking to Bass Pro Shop, wherever the fuck you go. I'm going to go buy a 9. I'm going to handle this like a man. I would have respected that. I don't fucking respect that. But hey, I fucking expect nothing else from a man like you.
Pull the ripcord, Ian Garry.
Love will make people do crazy things. That's the only thing I could think of. 26-year-old with a 40-year-old. 26-year-old with a bag with a 40-year-old who's literally admitting that she's with him for his resources and probably not him specifically. And the ex-husband lives with them.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And no, it's not confirmed, but it's great. It's a great story. I'm thinking, and he's not the most likable dude, so I'm all on board to just ride the narrative. Does dude really live with her? That's what the story is, and I ain't heard him say anything otherwise, I'll be honest.
That is wild. And he's a fighter too, so you would think he has an alpha. He comes off as like an alpha dude, but clearly not.
Yeah, and so he got at Sean Strickland after that. He said, Sean didn't post the previous messages, but it says, and if you choose to continue to spread it, knowing from the source it's not true, then you're partaking in harassment and defamation of character. Smart move would be to take it down. Sean Strickland replies, I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a guy who's trying to help. I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a guy who's trying to help a cuck. LOL. Sue me. Get in line, motherfucker. There are few in front of you. I would have respected you more if you threatened violence against me, but I guess it makes sense. Cuck. And then Ian Garry said, Sean, what you're doing is spreading hate and lies and harassment. I'm helping you out, giving you a heads up. So there might be some lawsuits coming.
So do you think the story's true, or do you think it's fake news?
I feel like there's probably true. Well, it is true that she did write something called a book about how to be a wag.
A wag, okay.
Now, she came out to defend it, essentially saying, she said, I wrote a book called How to Be a Wag. Now, that statement itself is a little bit of a stretch. I can hardly call myself an author of an 11-page Audible-only satire story that was written in 2010, she explained in a video she posted online. That satirical book, if you listen to it, is really silly, and anybody who takes it as fact has completely missed the mark. And she also has said apparently Machado is her name, and she has actually taken his last name. The whole thing is just a little crazy, and it's not a good look.
It's definitely not a good look if the story is true, but the book was definitely true. That was published. I already have an issue with that. You're literally flaunting the fact that...
Do we give her the pass it was 13 years ago?
No, doesn't matter. Just having that mindset and then it translating to, oh, they're married now, and he seems to be a successful UFC fighter, and...
Yeah, that's one of the things too, when people use the time card, sometimes it does make sense. Like, yo, it was a video from back then. Obviously, I was dumber. Like, you can't hold that, like, I have the same opinion type thing. But it's like if I write a book on how to rob a bank, or like about bank robbing and stuff, then like 13 years later, you catch me robbing a bank. Like, I can't be like, all right, look, I barely wrote a book about it, or I'm accused of robbing. It's just not a good look. It coincides. You got to look at it as something.
It's like my aunt, bro. She was a gold digger in her 20s. She's a gold digger in her 60s. Nothing's changed. And I mean, she could act like she's changed and that she's not after the money, but let's be honest, people don't really change.
Bro,
like
what
that
if your aunt watches this? How's she gonna feel?
Sorry.
The truth shall set you free.
Yeah, the truth hurts sometimes, but you know, it is what it is. Hopefully Ian figures it out. Hopefully the story's not true, but it is entertaining.
It is entertaining. And the fact the ex-husband living with them, come on, buddy. You got to come out and straight clear that all up. Hear the lies. The ex-husband doesn't live here. That's actually about it, honestly.
Is his wife bad? Because 40 years old to 26 years old?
Sean Strickland said she was. I mean, based on what he was saying, so she thought she was bad, but he said something ain't right here.
I don't understand these athletes, bro. A lot of them have issues.
Yeah, especially fighters, though, too. You got to be a little crazy.
But... It doesn't
usually
sound
the
like
fighters'
he's
wives, I feel like, seem pretty solid though. Like a lot of the ones that like talk about their wives and stuff, I feel like you gotta be solid because you're watching your dude get blows, bro. Like, you know, so it's different. Not like NBA where like they just with strippers and all that stuff. But I don't know, this one's weird.
She's after that wag.
Yeah. We
I
gotta
don't even know how to use that word.
I think she's a wag.
She's a wag. A wagger?
Wagger sounds weird.
Is that like past tense? Wag it. I don't know, dude. I don't like that word, bro.
Yeah, it sounds derogatory now. But yeah, I just thought it would be a nice little sizzle for us.
It's funny that he called him a cuck like 4 times.
Dude, if the ex-husband is living with you guys, you're a cuck.
Did he take her last name?
Apparently the rumors aren't true.
This is a weird situation. People are weird, dude.
I don't like the guy as a fan. I don't like him. And also, okay, there's another aspect. Bro, before his last fight, he was calling Neil Magny. He was like he's been around. People respect him a lot. He was calling him a child abuser before the last fight. Like, that was what he was using to build the fight. Just because Ian Garry said, like, I'm going to whip him like I whip my kids type thing. Like, talking about the fight. And he was yelling at him, so is that not defamation? You talking about lawsuits for defamation? And it sounds like your girl is going to do some suing. If that's defamation, isn't it? You called him a child. He wore, I think it was Magny's mugshot, made a shirt out of it. That ain't defamation?
Yeah.
You know what bothers him, though, I think? If it was anyone, like, lower in the rankings, whatever, you don't have to ignore them. They're all punching up. You don't have to, like, you know, other fighters trying to take jabs. Whatever. You're not even, like, I'm pretty popping right now. I'm Ian Garry, biggest he's ever been. Whatever. But the last person you want to say anything, Sean Strickland.
Yeah.
A weight class above you, the middleweight champ, the new middleweight champ, and everyone's listening when Sean's talking.
It's crazy because he's really just looking out. It doesn't sound like he's trying to start drama and stuff. He's just looking out for Ian. Or do you think... I mean, he did call him a cuck 4 times.
Bro, and when the story comes out from another page or platform that I got this embarrassing situation going on, and you come out like, yo, bro, I'm just trying to help you out. Cut the cord. Get out of there, bro. Don't be on no cut. I'm like, all right, man. The world is already telling me. Now you just put a big ass magnifying glass, which I love it. I love it.
Yeah, that is wild.
40 years old.
I don't even know what's worse, the fact that she's 40, the fact that the ex-husband lives with them, or the fact that she wrote a book about being a gold digger, pretty much.
Let's put it in order.
Okay.
From least worst? No, from worst to least worst.
Yeah.
All right. The husband's still living there. I'd probably say that's the worst. Absolutely the worst thing. Because would you even like be cool with your girl talking to her ex?
No, fuck no.
It's weird, right?
Yeah, so...
and then husband is even worse. Like, that's... He done been in that thing left, right, up, down.
So Ian's pretty much paying their bills, probably paying the ex-husband's bills, like paying for the roof over his head, paying for the food, paying for a car, like.
Yeah, bro. Like I don't understand.
Whoa.
Okay, now what if scenario they didn't work out because the husband found out that he was gay? Would that change your perspective? Now can you be around?
Nah. How do you?
Yeah, hell no.
Yeah, definitely hell no.